1987 Chevrolet El Camino, 42,000 miles. Let's take it for a test drive. Merry Christmas, everybody. As always, it's Mike from PC Classic Cars. Today we are in a 1987 Chevrolet El Camino. What's special about this El Camino is that it's a documented 42,604 actual mile truck or car, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably call it both during this video, and y'all can make your determination on what you think it actually is. But it's a 42,000 mile car, so it's a lower mileage example and runs and drives excellent. You have your original fuel injected 305, your 204R overdrive transmission that these came with. Again, nothing to complain about, drives like a lower mileage example. Power steering, power front disc brakes, factory AC, which has been converted to R134A, and it blows nice and cold. The heat also works like it should. As far as out on the open road, we're doing 65 miles an hour right now without a worry in the world. It drives excellent. It is super tight. Again, it really drives like a lower mileage example, which is what it is. On the interior, it's code 79L, which is your ruby red cloth interior. It's your split bench seat with your fold down armrest, which is great for being comfortable on the inside of this car. Really, the only thing I'm going to note is up on the dash pad, there's two like little hairline splits, one right over here on the driver's side, and then one over there on the passenger side right above where it says Chevrolet. Other than that, the interior is great. The rest of the plastics, the door panels, the carpets, the mats, the gauge cluster itself, all is in really nice condition. I do take that back. The only other thing is the wiper arm, the little chrome plating's kind of coming off a little bit, starting to delaminate a little bit on the wiper arm, but that's really minimal. Seat cover looks good with just a couple little flaws in it. Little ashtray door opens and closes or slides in and out like it should. Glove box opens and closes properly. So really the wear items on the interior, outside of just a couple little imperfections, it's very nice in here. As far as the does it work section goes on this particular El Camino, a couple small things are not working. When you push the horn button's not doing anything. And then the washer fluid sprayers aren't working. The shifter indicator, when you pull the shifter arm down, the little indicator for park reverse, neutral drive, overdrive, 2 and 1, it's not moving the little orange arm, so the connection between the arm and the shifter indicator is not working. So to recap, horn, shifter indicator, washer fluid sprayers, and the other thing is the power locks. The power lock switch on either door is not doing anything. Most likely is going to need new power door switches, but that's really simple stuff. You can find the Does It Work section on the website PCClassicCars.com. In the additional media section, you scroll to the bottom, you'll see the extra photos of the imperfections as well as the screenshot of that Does It Work section, so make sure you guys check that out. But we're warmed up, so we'll go ahead and get the throttle a little bit. As far as the little 305 goes, has plenty of power, cruises down the road great. When you really get down into the throttle, it'll downshift like it should, pull you down the road, or you need to pass someone that's got enough power to do that. These weren't race cars when they were built, they're just built for cruising, and that is what this thing does very well. On the underneath, floors are excellent, frame rails are great, bottom side of the bed, I see no problems with rust, no rust repair. Is a very good and solid truck on the bottom. And then on the exterior, it is a factory coated black El Camino with the ruby red interior, which is a great color combo. The exterior of the truck has been reshot. The top of the hood has some little stone chips and imperfections. Outside, you don't really see them. Underneath my fluorescent lights in the showroom where I take the photos, it magnifies those, but outside it really doesn't look bad at all. And then walking around the truck, it's got some little touch-ups, little flaws kind of here and there. The stock wheels, good tires all the way around. I believe they're a 2014 date code, so a little bit older on the tire, but no dry rot, no cracking. I would roll them for a while because there's no issues with them. Those imperfections that I'm talking about, you will see in the additional media section again on the website, PCClassicCars.com. Other notes is the bumpers are probably original, same thing with the grille. The front and rear bumpers do have a little bit of haziness to them on the top with some little like swirl marks almost in the bright work. The front grille has a little bit of plating coming off, again, probably the original grille. They do remake those, so you can get a new grille if you want to. and the Chevrolet emblem on the front of the grille is missing the T on the outside of it. So some little things there, just really minimal stuff. Truck brakes great. It doesn't pull you left, it doesn't pull you right, no steering wheel shake. As far as your glass goes, you do have a little stone chip over here on the driver's side to the outside of your vision, so it's not bothering you, but there's a little stone chip there, and then a couple other little miscellaneous ones around the windshield, but nothing that warrants it being replaced. The power windows do work. They go up and down a little bit slow, but they make it all the way up and they make it all the way down. Obviously, it's a solid back glass. Turn my headlights on. You got your interior lights, which turn on. The dome light does not come on, which I can, so I'm testing there. So the dome light doesn't work either, but the headlights and all that stuff does function properly. As far as your gauges, you just have your speedo and your fuel gauge. The rest of them are going to be dummy lights. You have a temp dummy light, the oil and the voltage. Those are all just dummy lights. But the gauges are all clear and easy to read. You have your factory stereo, which we can kick on here. Just got static, but you can find some stations if you want to, but it is plain static, so I'm sure you can search through and find some stations. To be honest, I haven't listened to the radio in a really long time, so I don't know any stations to play, but I'm sure you can probably find one to make that work, or you can put a Bluetooth one in there if you want to hook up your phone to it. You do have tilt, so it makes the driving position really comfortable. I always drive with my left hand, my right arm on the armrest of the console, so really good, comfortable truck to drive. I will say, and it is minimal, and it might just be my hearing, it sounds like there might be just a minimal exhaust leak over on the passenger side. I could be wrong, but it's very faint. You might have a little exhaust leak starting. Just a little disclaimer there. Inside the bed in the back, the bed floor is awesome. Doesn't look like anything's ever really even been back there. It's not beat up in any way, shape, or form. And when you pop the hood, the engine bay is very factory OE spec. This is the original numbers matching 305, which at the end of the day is not the hugest or the biggest thing in the world. If someone wanted to pull it out, put a crate motor in there, have a whole lot more power, that's cool. Or just roll it like a low mileage 87 El Camino, which is what I would do. I love the fact that it's black with the ruby red interior. I really like this body style El Camino. They're kind of underappreciated for a long time, but the way that they drive is just killer. Something you could hop in. If I had to drive this thing to and from my house, to and from Dallas regularly, I would have zero issues doing that because it is just a good, comfortable vehicle to drive. Looking out over the hood, no visibility issues, clear and easy to see out of both of the side mirrors. The rear view mirror has a little bit of hazy in just the middle of it on the top and the bottom, but it's still very clear to see out the back glass. Turn signal switch left and right is very tight. It is a little damp, so we might get a little tire squeal here when we get in the throttle, but we'll see. There you go, a little chirp. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1987 Chevrolet El Camino with 42,611 actual miles. From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across all of our social platforms every single day. We want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy upcoming New Year. And we hope you guys have a great holiday. Thanks again for watching.